Sonata was produced only with a four-door sedan body with high corrosion resistance. In the absence of damage to the factory paint and varnish and protective coatings, the red disease is not terrible for him. Salon. The car has a spacious trunk and good visibility. The plastic trim on the Sonata 3 is quite attractive, but after a run of 300,000 kilometers, it begins to creak. The basic equipment of the cars included power steering, air conditioning, power windows, central locking and airbag. Not uncommon in ABS. On copies with 3.0-liter engines produced in Korea, climate control was installed. Engine. Most of the cars in use are equipped with 2.0-liter engines with a twin-shaft 16-valve head, developing 125 horsepower with. The resource of these units reaches 300,000 kilometers. They require serious maintenance every 60,000 kilometers when, according to the regulations, it is necessary to change the timing belt. This procedure is expensive. At the same time as the long belt, the short balancer shaft drive belt, 3 rollers, and the hydraulic tensioner should be replaced. When buying a used car, it is recommended to check the rubber clutch of the crankshaft pulley, due to aging, which sometimes destroys the assembly and breaks the drive belts. It is preferable to use only high-quality coolant in the cooling system, otherwise the pump life is reduced to 100,000 kilometers, and to replace it, it is necessary to dismantle the timing drive. The lubrication system can only remind of itself with an oil leak from under the valve cover. The Sonata 3 motors that are common with us do not have other significant features. Transmission. The vast majority of cars are equipped with a 5-speed manual gearbox. With a timely oil change, the gearbox bearings will make themselves felt no earlier than after 200,000 kilometers. The clutch drive is hydraulic. There are no complaints about it. 4-speed automatic transmissions, which, as a rule, were aggregated with 3.0-liter engines, will not cause trouble to their owners. Suspension. The independent suspension of all wheels provides high comfort on rough roads and guarantees good handling at high speeds. But she has a few weaknesses. First of all, shock absorbers are vulnerable, which, with active driving, may not be enough for 30 to 40,000 kilometers, luckily. There is an alternative, non-original spare parts designed for Hyundai. Sometimes it's not the shock absorber that knocks on the car, but the rusted support of the front spring. It happens that the rear suspension arms are significantly damaged by corrosion, which threatens to destroy them. The resource of ball bearings is usually equal to 2 service lives of silent blocks and is about 100,000 kilometers, but only if the anthers are not damaged. All ball can be replaced separately from the levers. The rear wheel bearings fail after 50,000 kilometers and are only supplied complete with the hub. The front bearings last 2 to 3 times longer than the rear ones and are sold separately. Steering. A characteristic feature of the Korean steering is the steering rack sweating with oil. After 50,000 kilometers, the left tie rod joint sometimes starts to tap. Replacement does not create difficulties. The rod ends last about the same, but the cardan joint of the steering shaft must be replaced every 100,000 kilometers. Brake system. There are no special claims to the braking system, unless it is necessary to regularly lubricate the guides of the brake calipers to prevent their possible souring. Hyundai Sonata is a spacious and roomy car with a good level of equipment. Its quality, as a rule, corresponds to the amount that is asked for it, and the maintenance of Sonata cannot be called expensive.